Oh, look! It's Nikki and Justin Igor again trying to squeeze a square into a circle. Let's get into it. Hi guys, welcome to Nikki Faces Reality. I'm Nikki, and we will be covering Nikki and Justin Igor in the latest episode of 90 Day Fiancé. And you guys, they keep topping themselves. Oh my god, you guys. Just more and more problematic and chaotic every episode that passes. We see them going shopping because Justin Igor really wants Nikki to wear simple clothes to meet his family. Nikki's like, you're doing it again. You're trying to change me. And he's like, no, babe, it's just for this meeting. Just for this meeting. You could be your chaotic self any other moment. Justin Igor seems pleased with how things went with his friends. And while his parents accept that Nikki is trans and are fully aware of their relationship, he's worried that they're a bit old school and she's too out there for them. It's weird that he wants her to make a good impression when they've already met. She's already made an impression. The only difference is that they're privy to more intimate information. But this isn't a first time meeting. It's very strange. But he takes her to this store that could best be described as forever grandma vibes. As they're going around the store, he points things out, and it's a miss. And it's a miss. Nikki's comparing the items that he's picking out to her grandma's tablecloth. Like, yeah. It's thick linen vibes, just no silhouettes. It's kind of what he wants. He says that Nikki's body is shaped like a cartoon, which, again, problematic. I just feel like there's a huge elephant in the room of him being in denial, but all of us, including Nikki, is like, no, you have a problem with my identity and you keep making it everything else. Because when I look at the old photos of when they initially met, Nikki was curvy still. So this body isn't new. So for him to now make it a problem, it just feels like call a spade a spade. You can't get past this, and you are making it, and you are picking apart everything that makes her her. Like, it doesn't matter what she wears, you know what I mean? Nikki ends up finding a hot pink suit that's more to her liking, and she's like, you know what, I'm gonna wear this, I'm gonna match it with something else that I have, and we can go. But throughout this whole shopping experience, Justin Igor is very serious, and Nikki is in tune with that. And she's like, look, I respect my fiance. I know that this is very serious for him, and I'm going to take it seriously. So she's like, I'm going to tone it down, but I have to stay true to myself. I really don't think that she should be changing. Yes, I do think that every culture has their respectability politics, you know? I do think that you should respect your elders. I do think that you shouldn't curse around them. I do think that you shouldn't, make sexual innuendos around family. Totally. But she is who she is. He has made the choice to be with her, knowing her fully, and think that he also has to either sit tight with his decision or move along. I also think that on the other hand, she knows what the culture is like over there because she's been there before. And if you don't like a culture, you don't go into that space and try to disrupt it, right? If it doesn't work with you, go back home where you are free. So both of them really are just like both setting themselves up to fail. Like, these are very difficult circumstances to persevere in, and they both don't seem confident about the decisions that they've made. And it's like, how can you guys convince each other when you are both on shaky ground? But anyway, the day has arrived, and in usual fashion, Justin Igor is rushing Nikki. She's getting her glam on. She's getting cute. She's nervous to meet his family, which I think is like the first time we've seen her nervous and unsure, which I think speaks volumes to just the pressure that he's placed. One funny moment in this whole episode is that while she's getting ready, Justin is on this app practicing his English. And he shares that he's been practicing English so that he can understand Nikki when she yells at him. He goes, sometimes she yells and I'm just like, It's crickets. So he's trying to pick up on words and phrases so that he knows exactly what she's saying. And that's funny, but also, how much is she yelling? So Nikki comes out in this dress and she looks gorgeous. It's so modest, but like in a chic housewives way, in a very country club way. Really nice. Justin Igor looks at her and says, "You look like a real woman." And he says this a few times. And this is where we're really in the problematic zone. I think that he knows better than to say things like that. I think in his mind, what he's saying is, you're fitting in, but it's still problematic. It's almost like he wants to unknow the information. You could tell that his comments are really like sinking into Nikki and they're making her feel really small. And they're in the car and he's like looking at her and he's not telling her, "You look beautiful." No, he's like, "You look like a real woman. This look is really going to be good for our relationship." And Nikki's feeling insecure. And she tells him, "I look like a real woman with or without this clothing." He's like, "Oh, I'm talking about the makeup because it's toned down." And she's like, "No, no, you're not." She's like, "I don't think I'm the one for you. Like, I don't think that you are attracted to me. Like, the things you say are so messed up." And she's like, "I feel like there's no, like, physical chemistry with us." And she starts talking about how, I guess in the morning they were laying down and she put her hand on his chest and in a non-sexual way, and he like jumped back. He was like repulsed by her touch. And it gets worse now, guys, because this man says, "You are too much. You're just too aggressive. When you touch me, I'm scared." This man was so repulsed by her touch that one minute he was laying down, comfortably resting, and he wanted to get out of that situation so badly that he got up and made breakfast. The whole situation makes my stomach turn. Like, he's just being a man baby. Because he made the decision of being with a trans woman and he is punishing her for it. It's so unfair of him to hold on to her, but then villainize her for wanting intimacy with her fiance, for wanting romantic closeness. This is the first episode that I've actually been like enraged by him. It's not cool. It's not cool. Also, starting a fight with your partner when you're on the way to meet your family is the stupidest thing you could ever do. Because we know Nikki is not one to hold back. And rightfully so, because he's being very disrespectful. This meeting could easily be one of the worst family meetings because of the energy between them. And I hope for everyone's sake that it isn't, but look, this car ride is tense. He can sense that, so he's trying to like de-escalate the situation by being like, "Oh, I'm not acting normal because of like the situation. I'm not acting normal because I'm nervous. This is a big meeting." And again, they have met before. The only difference is that they know a detail. But they know who she is. They know what she is to you. And Nikki can sense that and she's like, "You're making excuses. This is how you are with me all the time. You are cold." She's basically like, "You're repulsed by my touch and you're breaking down my spirit. Don't make excuses." And I agree with her. I'm just like, if you need a simple woman so badly, why do you keep forcing this relationship? Because she has said it a few times, like, we can go. And I do think that if there wasn't a push and pull, she would be gone. But she's holding on to him because he's holding on to her. Because she's not backing down, he goes below the belt. He's like, "Oh, well, I need a simple girl. Well, then you need a robot dick." She's not some sex maniac because she wants intimacy with her fiance. He keeps minimizing her needs. And then this man says that he's given to her more than the money that she's given him because he has sacrificed so much in telling his world about her. And sir, that is a mouthful. One, because No one is asking you to make any sacrifices. Don't do sacrifices on anyone's accord. If you love someone, it's normal to share that you are with this person. So you don't get a prize for not having a secret relationship. You don't get a prize for that. That's one. Two, in this conversation, she never mentioned money. So it's clear that he feels emasculated by the fact that she has helped him. Not once did she mention money. She's mentioning that she feels like she's not enough for him. He makes her feel like she's less than. He makes her feel like she has to do X, Y, and Z to be lovable. Y'all, what a mess. She's crying and this man is making jokes. She's like, oh, I just want to leave. And he opens the ceiling window and it's like, eject. Y'all, Nikki has so much restraint. Because I would have driven us both off the road. My God, that was dark. That was dark. That was dark. JK, JK, JK. He's a bold guy to be doing all of that on the road. Real bold. You guys, I really look forward to seeing how this family meeting goes on. Will they even, I mean, I'm honestly surprised that he didn't just turn around and go home, but it looks like they're still driving to the house. And Nikki's like, I'm going to play nice and then I'm out. I need to see how this is going to go. If you want to see it all play out and come back to my channel so we can kiki, do subscribe. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Please like this video because it'll really help me and get more people to see this so that they can join the conversation. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.